Hi, my name's Sarah Powers, and I did question number 2 on the Gilded Six-Bit. Why does the author make a point of Joe's being excited that the newcomer Otis Lemons has lived in a city? And how is Lemons different from the other men in this small town? Well, Lemons has made himself out to be this well-traveled, wealthy man, and everyone is just, they admire this. They've lived in this small town probably their whole life. They've never really gone anywhere or done anything. Pretty much at this point, the setting the story takes place, they work, they come home, go to bed, they work, come home, go to bed. That's their routine, and they've never really experienced anything different. So I think that's a big part of why they admire Otis so much, because he's had this different life and they really want to experience that. Um, and I think Joe himself is just very, very set on wanting to be like Otis. And on page 558, he's talking to Misty May, and he says, Mr. Otis D. Lemons of spots in places, Memphis, Chicago, Jacksonville, Philadelphia, and so on. So he thinks Otis has just been everywhere and done everything, and he's had this amazing life. And on page 559, when they're walking home from the ice cream parlor, he mentions something to Missy about being 40. And he says, can't he talk the Chicago talk? So he thinks it's just the neatest thing that Otis knows all the Chicago slang, and that's something they've never seen before. And I think all of this ties in to show us that Joe is just as guilty as Misty May was in the end. He wanted what Otis had so badly, and obviously we see that his wife did too. But she may have gone a little bit further to get, what Otis had than Joe. But in the end, actually, they're both just as guilty of wanting what Otis had. And I think that Joe finally realizes this when he realizes Otis actually doesn't have what he say he had. He realizes the coin is just gold plated. It's not an actual piece of gold. And so he realizes he actually has more than Otis did. He has his wife, he now has this baby, and he has this family, and Otis has none of this. So I think that he finally realizes this, and that's why he makes his marriage, he wants to make it work. So I think that was a good ending to the story. Thank you.